Hello, my loves. It's been a while. My last upload was when? February? Maybe middle of February? There's multiple reasons for that, and today is one of the reasons why I made this video. Mainly due to the fact that I don't like what I post. Don't get me wrong, motivational videos are great. They're a source that inspires other people, and sometimes people do need encouragements of others to, do better. But I just don't like it. It doesn't feel me. The reason why I say that is because I am still learning a lot about myself, and I don't want to give advice to people, and I don't even follow my own advice. That's the main reason why I stopped even uploading, even creating content. And the more times I sit with myself and the more I watch YouTube videos, for example, I tend to gravitate towards simpler videos like this, for example, where I just talk in front of a microphone about my thoughts and ideas without any scripts. I'm not even a big yapper myself, if I'm being honest with you. Some days I just really don't want to talk, but here I am trying to make more of these sorts of content. Again, today's topic is why I stopped uploading videos. I just don't like what I post and what I create. This could be due to a lot of things. Oh, there's a guy running and I don't want to talk. I'm shy. Yeah, I just didn't feel fulfilled after every editing of the video, and I don't like editing long videos. I like editing videos, don't get me wrong, but I like simpler edits. This channel here is just a documentary of my experiences in a way, but understanding more about myself. I want to create content that's more vulnerable, more so learning, not even just for other people, but more for myself. Maybe one of you guys can relate to it, you know what I mean? So like the advice of being alone, for example. Yes, it's okay to be alone, and I do agree that being alone is one of the greatest ways to get to know yourself a little bit more, and sitting with that discomfort and being patient with that discomfort is a value that everybody should learn. But I'm still learning it, and I don't want to keep uploading these videos with advice that I don't even follow myself. That's like teaching someone how to drive, and I haven't fucking drove, you know what I mean? Me as a person creating these videos, I want to follow my own advice so people can follow it themselves. I'm just a 22-year-old learning things out, learning life as we speak. So my content might change a lot, and I might make it towards things that I like doing, simpler videos, maybe a day in the life. What else to talk about? Just a little update. I did like this girl, that's why I also stopped uploading for a month. That was this friend of mine, knew her for 4 years. We started talking, but we never really got to know. I didn't get to know her until recently. We stopped talking, and there's a lot of learnings that came from that experience too. Before even, getting to know her, I did like her before. More so in like a little crushy type of way. Like, she's very pretty. She does the same hobbies that I do, and I don't know, she just seemed pretty cool, to be honest with you. I did get to know her a little bit back then. We stopped talking because I did get into a relationship. That relationship ended. I took like a year off of talking to people because I just needed to heal. That was my first ever relationship, so it was pretty dark for me at the time. Boom, 2024, 2025 came along. I started reaching out to people a little bit more. My confidence slowly rose. So I messaged her, I reacted to her stories and stuff like that. Then we just started talking. It was friendly at the start, no really expectations. Then afterwards, she would send me like pictures and videos, like just giving life updates and stuff. And I'm like, that's odd. We started getting closer, talking almost every day. Then that led to FaceTiming, but she would constantly call, becoming really close, just getting to know her past and how she feels, Then a sudden shift in my perspective changed. That one little crush turned into, yo, I like this girl. And mind you, she doesn't even live here. I met her online, bro, which is kind of crazy. When I talk to her, I see myself just someone getting through with life, just sharing the same hobbies, the same sense of humor, the same values, the way we do things. It's kind of crazy, to be honest with you, that I have so much similarities with someone who doesn't even live close to me. Then there was a sudden change. She started talking to me less. But let's add more context into this, to be honest with you. I told her I liked her multiple times, and she also told me multiple times that she's not looking for a relationship. The reason why our quote-unquote relationship ended wasn't nobody's fault. I don't want to blame it on her. I don't want to blame it on myself as well. I don't think it's fair at the end of the day to blame each other for that matter. I have a lot of things to learn coming out of that. I think one of my biggest downfalls is my own head. I tend to overthink a lot of things and scenarios in my own head. That's something that I need to work on as well. Just more so telling myself that I am worth it, that I am valuable, I am valued. I struggled with, or I still struggle with, a sense of value. So whenever a relationship, for example, comes about, I tend to place my value onto the other person, how I treat them. And that isn't bad, but it also is. It's a double-edged sword for sure. There's a thing called personal boundaries that I need to work on. Setting boundaries with people, setting boundaries with myself is what I've learned coming out of that, right? Because even beforehand, what I've learned from my previous relationships were my insecurities, right? My triggers, and how I'm able to set those aside. And don't get me wrong, I did try my best, but because of the environment and the situation I was in, I was placed back to the beginning, right? My insecurities started to spill out. It wasn't as bad as before, don't get me wrong, but projecting onto myself, I almost projected it onto her in a way, and things went downhill from there, and now we stopped talking. Do I miss this person? Yes I do. I think she is still a pretty fucking cool person, even though at times I do hate her. I think it's normal for grief to hate someone, especially if you had a connection with them and you wanted to grow with them too, you know. But I think that's just how life is. You meet people, you get close with people, and at the end of the day, they have their own autonomy, or their own agent, or their own agent. What they have, right? They can either leave, stay around, upgrade the relationship. And that hate that I was feeling was more so rejection, because that fueled my pre-existing belief, or my core belief, that I am not valuable. And the amount of care that I placed onto her is what I was angry at. Genuinely, dude, like, I care so much for this girl. Even now, I care so much about her. I want her to do so well in life. She's been through a lot, man. And don't get me wrong, I've been through a lot as well. And that's just the person that I am. I care deeply for people that I interact with. I think there should be a boundary with myself, where I should care about myself more than others. That interaction where they really taught me a lot about how I should receive from other people, and how much I've grown as an individual. I think back then I would have laid low when things happened. I wouldn't really speak my mind, but I was able to speak my mind. Even though I was scared, I was still able to express my feelings, you know, instead of just shutting down, which I did in the past. So it was a W for me at the end of the day. I think I got to learn more about myself in my positive ways, and how I want to receive from people. Actions speak louder than words. I was really down to do long distance, you know, sacrifices. If you really like someone, you have to make a sacrifice for them, right? And unfortunately for me and her, it didn't work out, which is okay. I still think it was my fault for not reaching out, because after everything, I deactivated my account for a week. I don't know, I just shut down in that way. And that's how I want to detach from someone that I truly care for, because if the feelings aren't reciprocated, I want to detach from it fully. And I reactivated my account again, and then I think that just went downhill from there. Again, there's still a lot of things that I need to work on. I place values on things that shouldn't matter, which is the funniest thing. But again, you're just learning, man. I think life is just full of learning goals, or just full of learnings, you know. I just want to let you know that my videos will be more like this, not the flashy edits. And I'll be strictly posting on YouTube, baby, and then a couple on shorts on Instagram and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. I think I was missing a couple points here and there, but leave a comment, share, like, if you enjoy this. But yeah, and the lesson for today, what would be the lesson for today? In order for you to accept love, you have to accept being hurt. If there's a positive, there's always a negative. So we always have to accept the negative wholeheartedly for us to accept the positive. If you love someone, or if you like someone, express it, right? And be open to the concept that you might get hurt. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.